morning everyone, here from the volcanic island of Nisyros in Greece once again. Today's gonna be our second day exploring and we're starting off in the sleepy fishing village of Pali. So this is our first time here. I think it was about 5 minutes to get here.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes on the scooter, very close by.
From Mandraki, where we're staying, the capital. So we're gonna be exploring a few places today. This village, and then we're gonna go to another abandoned one, check out some beaches. So yeah, gonna be doing quite a lot of things. Online it says that this is one of the original settlements in Nisyros, and now because of the harbour it's used by a lot of boats passing through. You can see a lot of sailboats, people from other countries. So originally this village served as the port for another village that we're gonna visit later on called Emporios. So this is where things would arrive, like trade, and they transport it to the other village. At a tiny little beach, but yeah, definitely not a beach that people want to swim in, I don't think. Nisyros has the sleepiest villages.
Yeah, everything's so quiet when the tour buses are not, and everything's quiet, and there's just like a few people walking, more locals than tourists sometimes. We're enjoying it very much.
Yeah, so our first island that we came to was Crete, a touristy island, and then we went to Carpathos, which was kind of quiet like this. Not this quiet, but pretty quiet. Then we went to Rhodes, which once again was very touristy, and now we're back on a quiet island, so it's kind of nice mixing it up. One touristy busy one and then one quiet one. Certainly a lot of car rental and scooter rental places though, so yeah, I'm pretty sure in the summer months it still gets a lot busier than it is now. I always love seeing the little boats, little fishing boats. I think if we lived in Greece we'd have to get a little boat or something.
Yeah, I think so. It would be fun to explore places without other people and to find our hidden beaches.
And this is the main beach of Pali. So this is where people actually swim. You can see some sunbeds there. A lot bigger than that other small beach. Not a pebbly beach like the last one.
No, but the sand isn't white. It's kind of brown. Maybe it's because it is a volcanic island.
Yeah, I think the majority of the beaches on this island is like darker sand or black pebbles because it's volcanic. Nice and soft though, nice soft sand. Always got the locals fishing.
Yeah.
Nice calm place to do some fishing. So this is one of the interesting things about Pali. Went from sleepy little village back there, whitewashed, and then all of a sudden you have this gigantic abandoned hotel. I mean, look at the size of it. It even continues on. So since it's a volcanic island, there are some spa resorts here, because there's some areas where the hot springs naturally came out of the ground, but they've all been privatized. I think there's 3. But all the 3 resorts are closed for some reason. And the crazy thing about this one is it's from the 1800s. That's how old it is. So during the late 1800s and early 1900s, this place was like a famous spa town. People would arrive in Pali. I read that there'd be 3 big boats every week to come and stay in this spa resort. but then the owner died, and yeah, it just kind of became abandoned. And then the grandson now of that owner at the time, he tried to restore it, reopen it again, and yeah, started rebuilding the place, but for some reason he stopped. And this was the little church that we wanted to check out. I'll write down the name. So it also includes the ruins of a Roman bath, which was one of the hot springs. So we're already in the ruins now. So these are Roman ruins right here. And then later on, the little church was built 1871. Yeah, tiny little one. Wow, look how old that painting looks there. And then back here is where the water would have been. I think there's still water in there, but I guess it's not warm. No. I mean, it's not cold. It's not warm anymore. I was trying to read why it doesn't work anymore, but I couldn't really find anything online. I don't know if it's because of the earthquakes. The earthquakes damaged a lot of things here. Don't know if that somehow cut off the water supply, the hot water. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, different place.
Yeah, definitely different. Another interesting fact is that Hippocrates, the famous ancient Greek physician, he came here to this exact spot and he observed the therapeutic healing properties of the volcanic water that was coming out of here, and he set up a spa here. So that was like 4th century BC, I think. 3rd, 4th century BC, the Hippocrates spa town. So we just stopped at the side of the road. We were on our way to the village of Emporio, and we came across what seemed to be a cave here on the side of the road. As you're riding along, you do see loads of ruins of buildings that look hundreds of years old, just scattered around. Not exactly touristic points, but yeah, you can go and explore. So I have no idea what this is. I mean, there's a proper entrance to it. It looks like a building built into the rocks, cave building. Wonder how old this is. Does it show anything on Google Maps here?
I think it is this thing here, ruins of an old church, maybe.
Ah, cave church.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we did read that there are a few cave churches around here. Cool location for a church. Yeah, pretty big room. Not much left of it though. But as I mentioned, you just get things scattered around like this throughout the island. It's down here, some holes. Prickly plant.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Spiky.
And I just realized that right next to where we parked the scooter, we can see the village that we're heading to now, Emporio, not far away. So this place certainly looks cool already. The buildings going up the hillside. And I did read about this at the entrance. That's in Greek again. But it's a natural sauna. Whoa. It's really warm.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're not joking. It's like a legit sauna. You can probably see already like the steam on the lens. Come in the sauna, Carol.
Wow.
Yeah, it's steaming up my legs.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in the mood for a sauna session right now.
No.
Interesting though. Nice and cool. So this village was abandoned in 1933 because of an earthquake. So before then there would have been a big settlement here. So that's why you've seen a lot of these damaged buildings. Now it's coming back more to life because of tourism, just like a lot of the villages in Greece. Wow, look at this one, like a cool house. Yeah, so I think you're going to be seeing like a mix of restored houses and ruins, which looks kind of cool.
The coolest motorbikes here in Greece.
Yeah, we see a lot of old school guys riding around on these things. Definitely getting medieval village vibes though, like we saw in Rhodes, Old Town. These kind of arches, don't always see this in Greek little villages. I think it adds to it though, the ruins.
Yeah, it looks cooler, I think, different.
Yeah, probably if they restored them all, it wouldn't look as cool, like this bizarre mix. Yeah, so possibly these houses haven't had anyone in them since 1933. Got some birds up there, birds home at least. So we're probably going to have lunch here too, because the beach that we're going to next is pretty deserted. I don't think there's any options. Oh, look at the doors. Would have had a nice view from this house.
Oh yeah, we did.
Not sure which island that is right now. Not sure what angle we're on, maybe Kos. I think it's probably Kos. I like the look of this one. It's refurbished, but still has the old style to it. Restoration of historic buildings. Yeah, I guess they have a project going on. Man, so this part at the top of the village is all ruins now. I don't see any restored buildings around here. I guess one of the views is from here. It's supposed to be a viewpoint somewhere. Yeah, the majority of these buildings have these arches. I always like that. Wonder what this was here. Maybe to cook? Like an oven or something? Alright, well it looks like we found the steps to the viewpoint of the crater. So that's where we were yesterday, in the volcanic crater. And after, we also visited another village, Nisyros, which is on top of that hill. Still strange exploring a place like this and you don't see anybody at all. There were some tour buses, but they all left when we arrived. Must have been a pretty hardcore earthquake though, because some of these rocks are super big, so yeah, it'd still take a lot for them to collapse. Just like the other villages that we've been on in the islands, they would have built this village all the way up here on this mountain for defense reason, because of invaders, pirates, and then more modern settlements are usually on the coast when there's no longer a threat of invasion, since it's a lot easier to live down there than up here. So as I mentioned before, the previous village that we visited, Pali, would have just been the port for this main village up here where the majority of people will have lived. These places certainly always seem a lot bigger though, once you start walking around inside. From the outside, they seem so tiny. Mainly just because of all the little alleyways that you can go into and explore. Representing Brazil in this village.
Wow.
What are the chances?
The last thing that I was expecting to see.
Yeah, that's funny. So we found a nice little restaurant here with greater views. Don't get much better views than that. I think there's only 2 restaurants in the entire village.
Yeah, only 2.
So for starters, having bread with the olive oil, fried feta with honey, and that's eggplant
with feta cheese in the oil.
Yes, that's an appetizer. I think that's all you're eating, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be my lunch. Yeah. €7.
€7. This was 4. So this one is just a little sweet. It's more of a taste of salty feta. Some places are so sweet that it tastes like a dessert.
I think it depends on how much honey they put on top.
So this one's more like a appetizer. Delicious though. And I went for the beef steak, €9. The prices seem to be cheaper on this island than everywhere else.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, I think it's been the most affordable island so far for pretty much everything. Today's free dessert is something different. What on earth is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Good. But I don't know what it is.
It's a fruit?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, what is this, guys? That's the shape before we cut it. So we're now on our way to a beach. I think it's called Pachia Ammos. Really don't know how you pronounce it. Google Maps sent us on some crazy road that said it would only take 15 minutes, and then we started going down and then it ended up being blocked off, so we couldn't go that way. So it took us about 25 minutes, 30 minutes to get to here. This isn't the beach that we're going to, but it's already a pretty nice one. Seems like a nude beach. There's some naked people over there. The one that we're going to is like a trail along the cliff, and then yeah, it's back there somewhere. I read that it takes about 15 minutes to get there. I like these kind of small islands though.
Yeah, it has a very unique vibe, and you keep seeing the same people all the time. Like we just saw a couple and we saw them like twice before.
They were eating at the restaurant that we went to.
Yeah. And everything's so calm, so we really enjoy those kind of relaxed islands here in Greece.
It's also nice because it makes it so easy to get around. You don't have to ride that long on the scooter to go in between each place. Got even better views now of the beach. Brown sand beach. here it is. Really nice viewpoint at the entrance. And by the looks of it, completely empty. I don't think there's a single person on that beach.
I don't remember the last time we had a beach all to ourselves.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Maybe in the Philippines.
Possibly. Yeah, it's kind of weird coming to a beach and we're the only ones. Yeah, the sand's pretty nice. Oh, boiling though. No, I can't do that bare feet. Extra hot. Like little stones, isn't it? So even though it's empty, in the blogs that I was reading about Nisyros, this was often mentioned as the best beach on Nisyros. So it's not exactly a secret, it's just that not many people come to this island, and the people doing the day trips won't come to this beach. They just go to the beach in town that we went to yesterday, the Black Pebble one. Really cool though, these are like sand dunes. I didn't know it was going to be like that. Seems like it goes back as well into a valley. So this is also one of the known nude beaches, even though there's nobody here right now. And people camp on this beach, so it's like camping and nudism here. Tiring walking up the dune. Yeah, there's like 0 wind today, which is good because half of our trip was super windy. Kind of cool. Now it's nice and warm. Wow, this really is awesome. Behind the beach, all nice and green. Maybe people camp around here and not on the beach, I don't know. Here in the shelter you can see a few different things, probably left from the campers that other campers can use. Little chairs, maybe a little fire here. Oh, we got a goat on this one. Oops, scared him. Yeah, it seems like each little tree that you find has a little camping area, a barbecue. Seems to just go far back, because a lot of the other areas that we've explored on the island, even though it's kind of empty, it's still farmland, still belongs to someone. But this valley here, I don't think it belongs to anyone. I don't see any farmland or anything around here. So we ended up going for it once again. Our second nudist experience. Wasn't even planning on doing that today. We did it last year in Naxos at a nudist beach for the first time. Over there though, we were kind of shy still because it was still kind of an area where other people with clothes were walking around. Here it's easy because there's literally nobody here at all, and it don't look like anyone's gonna turn up either. It does feel pretty good though. It's a good sensation. This is how we were born. I can just about film Carol with her hat there. Feeling good? Yeah, definitely not a bad place for a nudist beach. relaxed.
Yeah.
Probably the most peaceful beach that we've been on.
Yeah. Nobody here. I think now only like a few people arrived, but before it was only us with a beautiful view.
For hours.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be heading back to Mandraki now. Probably only film here because, yeah, I think those people might not have any clothes on. They're pretty far away though still, so not a problem right now. I'm really curious to know how this island is in the peak summer months, because it's still a few weeks away, so July and August. If anyone's ever been here in July and August, let us know. Is it busy or is it kind of just still empty like this? I mean, it's so empty right now, just a few weeks away. I can't really imagine it being that busy in the peak summer. So we're now heading for our last meal here in Mandraki, because we're gonna be leaving tomorrow. And Mandraki is on the west coast, so you do get sunsets here. 1 second, noisy scooter. Yeah, so the sun does set here, and the other day we had a really nice meal with the sunset, so we're hoping to end our stay here in Nisyros with a nice sunset meal. Really love staying around here though. Sometimes the main port villages or towns are not always the best places to stay, but yeah, this village is just really nice and laid back. Lots of options for food as well, right on the seafront. So I think that we're gonna eat at this restaurant today, a new one for us. And yeah, this one you also have a view of the monastery back there. So I got something kind of different, meatballs in tomato sauce, and then there's just some rice and veggies around it. It's really nice, mildly spicy, pretty good though. And Carol's is a fish. What fish is that?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Catch up today.
Catch of the day, 15 euros. We ended up coming to another place here that we haven't been to, a bar. On the other days it was more lively. We're the only people out here right now. And we came here so I could get a dessert. Got the yogurt with honey, got a tea, black tea with milk. They gave us some crisps for free. They always like giving free stuff. And Carol went for the wine. Good wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sunset so far wasn't anything too spectacular really. I mean, there's zero clouds, so maybe that's why. So in the next video we're going to be heading to Simi, which is supposed to be one of the most beautiful islands in Greece. So really looking forward to that. It's very close to here too, I think it's only around 2 hours away. And yeah, we're going to be heading there tomorrow morning, so that should be great. Really loved our time here on Nisyros as well, really spectacular island, especially with all the volcanic stuff that you see. They're very different to a lot of islands that you can visit in Greece. If you like this one, just drop a like as usual to support us. Subscribe to see more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you in the next one.